right. The first part of this lesson is talking about this. Who knows what these are? Yes?
It's like a number with a tiny number at the top.
Okay, so 5, like that. Which one is my exponent? The 2 is. What do you, anybody remember what this one's called? Yes?
5 squared.
Yes, but does anybody know what this number is called? What is its definition or name?
Exponential expression.
That we're going to learn about that in a minute. This is the base, and this is the exponent. Okay, base. This is the exponent. What does that exponent mean?
You multiply 5 2 times.
Yes. Does that mean I see this so many times? Does that mean I do 5 times 2? No.
5 times 5.
5 times 5. This number up here, that exponent, means how many times I multiply this number. So the answer to this problem, and the way we would do it, would be 5 times 5. That's what this says. Okay, if I had a 3 up here, it would be 5 times 5 times 5. If I had a 4 up here, I would do 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. Okay, pretty simple. Okay, and basically you just answer the problem. Okay, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is, I don't know what.
Can we find out?
Yeah, let's find out. It is 625. 625 without me having to do the math. Okay, so this is how you would do an exponent problem. Now, let's go over how you would say these expressions. Does anybody know how to say that?
4
squared.
4 squared. Good. You may know how to say that one. 4 cubed. Very good. And anything after that, we say 4 to the 4th power, 4 to the 5th power, 4 to the 7th power, 4 to the 9th power. Okay? So that's how you would say.
So then you just do 4, 9 times 9.
4, this 9 times.
Oh, okay, okay.
We just keep going, all the way to 9 of them, okay? Now, okay, let's see, you see this problem right here. What does that mean?
2/3 times 2/3.
Yes, exactly as it is. 2/3 times 2/3, which we do 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9. That would be our answer. Okay? All right, there's an easy way to do things like this with 10 or 100 or 1,000. Okay? Basically, what I want you to see is it would be 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. How many zeros do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a 1. That's what that equals. Isn't that cool? So 10s, 100s, all those are very easy to do. Okay? Because you just write down how many zeros that says, and that's what you get. Okay? Everybody understand what I mean by that? Pretty simple? Okay. Now, let's actually do a problem. Okay, and here's what one of them looks like. 4 squared minus 2 squared. Yes, you can do it on your paper if you'd like. Okay?
Why is it falling?
Somebody help me figure out what 4 squared would be. 16. 4 times 4 is 16. And 2 squared is? 4. 2 times 2 is 4. So my final answer would be? 12. Very good. 16 minus 4 would be 12. That would be our answer. Good job. Okay. Now, ooh, this one's a tricky one. Help me figure out this one. 2 cubed times, that dot means times, just to let you know. 2 cubed equals 2n. Now, wait just a minute. You think you got it?
Is it a 6?
It is a 6. Okay? Now, what I want you to see is that let's just make it to the very basic, and then I'll tell you an easier way. Okay, so this would look like this. 2 times 2 times 2, right? Times 2 times 2 times 2, right? Which would mean how many 2's? 6. So if you need to write it out like that, you can. Or you can know this. When we multiply exponents, okay, and the base number is the same, you can add these. 3 plus 3 is 6. Only if my base number is the same. Okay? Can it work like that? All right? Now, let's see. All right. When you see, this is kind of moving on to a different category. If I said 4 feet plus 8 feet, what would I get?
12 feet.
12 feet. But if I did 4 feet times 8 feet, what would I get? 32 feet squared. Okay. Does everybody see the difference between these two? Not really the numbers am I talking about difference, but the difference in this. Okay. When you multiply, you also multiply the feet. Feet times feet is feet squared. When you add, it's as if I had a 4-foot board plus an 8-foot board, which makes a 12-foot board. So the feet are not multiplied, okay? You just add the numbers. But when you multiply, the feet have to be multiplied as well, okay? All right, and if I had even another number, another like that, it would be feet cubed, okay? If I did feet times feet times feet. When you multiply, you also have to multiply the feet, or the inches, or the centimeters, or whatever. Does everybody understand? That's just a rule that you need to follow. All right, let's move to area for a moment. When I'm talking about area, somebody give me an example of area. No, just tell me an example.
Okay,
A football field.
A football field is area, okay? The difference between area and volume is volume has 3 dimensions, area only has 2. So this carpet, a football field, those all are things that have area. The length of this room and the width of this room, okay? And the way we do area is like this. If I had an 8, let's do 8 feet and 4 feet, okay? The way that helps me to understand what to do with area is when you're thinking about area, you're thinking of square tiles almost, okay? So watch what happens. I'm going to draw 8. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm going to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So everybody see how I got 4 lines and 8 lines. Well, not really lines, bars.
Has
Okay?
this all been
Which
lesson 20?
makes, this is all
Yes.
lesson 20.
Okay.
They're doing 3 lessons in 1. So how many square tiles do I have? 32. Okay? Because 8 times 4 is 32. But it's not just 32, it's 32 feet squared because I'm multiplying. Okay? So this is the answer for area. Every time you do an area problem, they say find the area of this, find the area of that. You have to answer with this. It always has to have a square because area always involves multiplying 2 numbers. Got it? Okay, who knows the formula for area? Area of a rectangle. Length times width. Very good. You need to write down and know this formula because they're going to say, I need you to find the area, and you're going to need to know what to do. So, you know how on your tests, before it says review formulas, this is one of those formulas you're going to need to know. Length times width.
So he could get away.
Got it? Okay. Next thing. Thank you. What is the area of this rectangle? 15 inches squared. Excellent job, Bailey. Okay, a lot of times you're going to get confused and you're going to hear what is the area, but because you see 4 numbers, you're going to think they're asking what is the perimeter. They're not asking what is the perimeter. Okay, this is one of those tricks again. They're asking what is the area. If I have 5 inches here and 3 inches here, I'm going to multiply length times width. 3 times 5. 3 inches times 5 inches equals 15 inches squared. Everybody got it?
Yep.
You need something back there? Y'all good? Okay. All right. Everybody understand? All right. This one's a little bit confusing, but it's not hard if you break it down and figuring out what they're saying. So listen to this. The perimeter of a certain square, always draw anything that you can in math. It always makes everything simpler. The perimeter of a certain square, equals 12 inches. Then it says, what is the area? We don't have any numbers. How in the world am I going to figure this out?
Well, first you want to find out what all the sides are. Since you know the perimeter is 12 and there's 4 equal sides, you do 12 divided by 4.
You're exactly right.
3, and then 3 times 3.
Very good. So basically what we're saying is we know that a square has all 4 equal sides. That's what makes a square different than a rectangle, is that all 4 sides are equal. And we know the perimeter is 12. So I have 4 spots that equal 12. So as you said, they are going to equal 3 inches. Because 3 inches plus 3 inches plus 3 inches plus 3 inches equals 12 inches. Okay? But they're asking me this. What is the area? And area is length times width. Length times width. 3 times 3. The final answer would be 9 inches squared. Got it? Pretty simple? Okay. This part always confuses me. I want y'all to listen to the wording in this. Okay, so check this out. The Dickerson's Ranch is a level plot of land 4 miles square. The area of the Dickerson's Ranch is how many square miles?
4.
Okay, now listen. 4 miles square does not mean 4 square miles. A plot of land that is 4 miles square is square and has sides 4 miles long. Okay, so it's a square and each part is 4 miles long. So the area is 4 miles times 4 miles, which equals 16
miles square.
16 miles square. It's kind of confusing how they're saying it, isn't it? Okay? Anyway, there's really, you have to understand what they're saying. There's not really how I can teach you this, okay? So, it's just kind of confusing, I believe, how they word it. Okay, who knows what in the world that is saying? Yes. This thing right here, I'm not doing divided by, okay? This is not a division sign, okay? This little thing like that means square root of that, okay? And so basically when you see this, they're asking you what number, the same number twice equals this? 3. So the answer to this would be 3, okay? Because 3 twice, 3 times 3 equals 9. Very good. Okay, let's try another one. What is the square root of 121? They're asking you what same number multiplied twice equals this. What same number multiplied twice equals this? 9 times 9 is 81. Still not close. 10 times 10, 100. 11 times 11, 121. The answer to this one is 11. Okay? Because 11 times 11 is 121.
If it was a really high number, how would you figure that out?
I would start by doing like 10 times 10, 20 times 20, 30 times 30, and then get an idea of, oh, it's in between 20 and 30. Then I would try 25, and then I would go like that. All right. This one, if you didn't understand what that means, you need to write that down. So I'll leave that up there for just a minute if you need to write that down. If you understand it, great. All right, this one is a little bit harder. Don't freak out. Okay? You answer the exponent first, then you answer the problem. Okay? So what is 8 times 8?
Wait,
64, but we still have this.
So it would be 8.
So it would be 8. So basically,
Whatever the
these cancel out each other, pretty much. It's like saying the opposite of the opposite of.
Okay.
Okay?
That makes it so much easier.
Well, I need to show you the right way, and then I need to show you the easy way. Okay? So, that's pretty much how it works. All right. I told myself to do F on here. So this is F on your lesson practice. Okay? And here's what it says. 2 sixths, 2 cubed, 2 to the 6th power, divided by 2 to the 3rd power. Now a while ago, remember when we were talking about the base roots, and we were doing something like that, you would have gotten 2 to the 7th power. Because we add the exponents to get 7. Remember that? When you have a division, instead of adding the exponents, you subtract the exponents. Okay? So, let me show you the way to do it, and then I'll show you the easy way to do it. This would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 divided by 2 times 2 times 2. 3 2's, 6 2's. Well, 2 over 2 becomes 1. 2 over 2 is 1. Everybody understand that? 2 over 2 is 1. 2 over 2 is 1. So I can put a 1 there if I need to. Okay? They cancel out each other. So what do I finally end up with? 2 to the 3rd power. Okay? 2 to the 3rd power. That's my answer. Okay? This is the mathematical way to do it. This is the easy way to do it. 3, take from 6 minus 3, 2 to the 3rd power. Yes?
It's actually 2 squared, not 2.
I know. Yeah, it's okay.
2 cubed.
Yeah. I looked at it and I started to write the 3 and I thought, it doesn't matter. I'm teaching you the same thing. So, but this is not F. That's true. That's true. Let's do it. Let's do it that way. This is squared.
F of the lesson practice?
This is F on lesson practice. Okay, so then what does that mean? Those 2's aren't crossed out because we only had 2 of them, right? So what would this be? 2 to the 4th power. Or 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, and my base stays the same. Got it?
Yep.
All right. Thank you.